Welcome back. Sailor's Guide to Self-Reliance. I am a do-it-yourself kind of guy. The problem that I was having was a diesel fuel system. This is a Duramax. Okay. Now, you see that little rubber hose? That's a rubber hose. That's the return line for the fuel rail. It's for the fuel system. So in a diesel, move Doug. In a diesel system, well, first of all, this is a Duramax. It's made by Isuzu. Pretty good product, sitting on an Allison transmission. You know, those are the same transmission, style of transmission, type of transmission that they use in the M1 Abrams tank. It's a 26,000 PSI system. I mean, that's a lot of pressure in those pipes. That little hose right there, you've got to replace about every, I guess, 230,000 miles. So, duly noted. It wasn't that painful, honestly. Those clips that come on there stock, terrible. I swapped them out. But that was the problem. You've also got, if you'll see right there, see that guy? That's one way to bleed the fuel system, the fuel rail system. This is an easier way. That will have a blue cap on it. Just take that off. Pump the primer on your filter housing a little bit, get some pressure in it. And I use a toothbrush. Just get a shop towel, double it over, put it on the back of your toothbrush, and to plunge that little plunger. You just push it, and it'll let the air out after you pump the filter housing. Go on, go home. She is so pushy. My old retired hunting buddy. So the fuel filter housing also has a bleed valve on it. Now this is the first thing that I replaced. This is a pump. This is a bleed screw. It's a screw with a hole in it. Now the fuel filter housing itself is just metal, but when you get a repair kit, it's all of your gaskets and O-rings and all the software you need. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I mean, you can take it apart, look at it, and throw it back together. But the one I get from Advanced, I use Advanced and Napa a lot. O'Reilly's comes in handy too. But so the kit comes with everything you need for the inside of this housing. It doesn't come with these rubber hoses. Why do they put rubber on a metal system that has wedge locked lines? I guess just to piss you off, but that's what they do. Not a whole lot else I can tell you. There's really no torque values on it, except you should know that you can get, see this little bleed valve? That's a plastic screw with an O-ring on it. So obviously, you know, dissimilar materials, plastic on metal, it's just one of those things. You can get metal screws for these. Whether you're using metal or plastic, hand tight and then a quarter turn. I mean, you don't need to grit it down. You don't want to deform that O-ring. Just let that O-ring do its job. That's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward, but I've troubleshot that. And troubleshooting is just replacing parts until you get the right one. And I knew there's not one video out there that really explains all that, so just thought I'd throw this out there for y'all. For all my diesel loving brothers and sisters, man, once you go diesel, it's hard to go back to gas. I mean, you can just pull stuff and not worry about it, not worry about, you know, blowing your engine or breaking something. I mean, that's what they're made to do, you know. So, anyways, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. All right, stay free, stay safe, be careful, don't get caught, stay salty. Thor, come on.